Everyone has their doubts about marriage. I have my doubts about marriage. You have your doubts about marriage. But what if we were engaged? Like, if we were engaged, me and you guys, but we're not. But if I was engaged to you guys, I'd be engaged to all of you because I love all of you that watch my videos so much. Aww. Anyways, I think it's crazy that people are about to get married because they're engaged, and they might even have doubts about their marriage. So I'm really interested on what would their doubts be, because to get married is a serious commitment. You have to be ready financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all of the itchilies, whatever. Let's get into this. Engaged people share their doubts about marriage.
Before we actually made it official, I was talking to other guys.
Oh, but see, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're not official yet, feel free to talk to whoever you want. Now, once you become official, you gotta cut all those other ties off. You just have to. It's the rule. Everyone does it, and if you're not doing it, that's wrong.
Sleeping with other guys?
I was, yes.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that either. You know what? Sleeping with other people before you're like actually official with someone, I still don't think that's an issue, but some people might see it. So that's you gotta talk to the person you're talking to. Like, if they're talking to you like, hey, I don't want you sleeping with other people, then maybe you gotta respect that. If they're like, huh, I'm doing the same thing, well, then maybe you guys just do it before you get official. I don't know. It's each relationship's different, I think.
Almost 3 years ago.
Oh, cute. This is a cute couple.
For about a year.
Well, she told me we got engaged right around Valentine's Day. I thought we was engaged before that, but she told me.
Hey, gentlemen, it is not good if you don't know when you're engaged or when you started dating. Some of the girls out there would be really, really upset with you if you don't know. So write those dates down if you have to. Write them in a book. Write them in your phone. That's the best idea, because you don't want her to ask you one day and be like, You just be like, hold on, let me just go to a restroom real quick. And then next you know, you pull out that book, you pull out your phone, and boom, you know when you guys are engaged or started dating.
Go by what she says.
Yeah, that's a good man.
I was told never to meet anybody. Ooh. I met her at a bar.
I don't understand that. Like, I think you can really meet good people at bars. Now, depending on how the night goes and what type of girl you're looking for, it's iffy, but I think you could still actually meet a real relationship and have a great somebody meeting at the bar. That's not an issue right that. So I don't really agree with that comment. I just think you also got to really realize what kind of girl you're maybe talking to that night. You just goes to everywhere. You can meet a girl at movie theaters and she might not be the right one. So it doesn't matter where you meet this person as long as they're the right one for you.
Days, and he came up to me and told me how beautiful I was, and he was really charming.
I was really drunk.
Describe your first date.
Hey, what they call that? They call that like liquor courage. There you go, liquor courage. That's what happens. Once you start drinking, you feel way more loose. You don't worry as much. So that man felt that liquor courage. He said, girl. Yeah?
You looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a really poor memory.
Describe the first date. Oh, I feel you on that one.
Different.
I feel you on that one. My memory is terrible.
We went to the mall.
She just came over my apartment. We smoked, we drank, watched TV.
I love how you could tell their first dates are completely opposite. They had no idea. They were like on complete separate pages on how their first date went, which is fine because sometimes you've been dating for so long, you legit forget when was the first date you guys had together, which I kind of understand.
She came walking out the bathroom, and I just grabbed her and kissed her. She backed up, and she looked up, and she goes,
Did you ever think for 1 second that your last first kiss was gonna be in front of a bathroom in a bar?
and I said, I wasn't thinking about that.
That's how guys are though. We don't really care like where our first kiss is. Unless you're a really sentimental guy, I get it. I personally don't really think I do. But like we wouldn't think about that. Like if I was kissing you like right by a trash can and you pointed out, I'm like, I just felt it and I went to kiss for you. So I get where he's coming from. Gentlemen, don't find it such a big deal. The ladies might, but you don't have to. It's okay.
In a serious relationship?
Oh,
I dated
snap.
her before she dated me.
Before we actually made it official, I was talking to other guys. 'Cause I thought
That's
he
what
was
we
kind
heard
of
from
just
the
like
beginning.
A fuck boy.
How does she know he was a fuckboy though? That's my concern with it, is like sometimes like you can't judge a book by its cover because this guy looks fly, he looks smooth. Like sometimes when girls see that, they're like, oh, he's a fuckboy. He talks to hella different girls. But sometimes we're not. Like this guy, I think he's about to say he's not, but let's listen in.
I didn't realize that she even thought that about me.
See, look at, he's a good
Sleeping with
guy.
other guys?
I was, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Was she sleeping with other guys?
Probably. She wouldn't tell me.
Probably.
She would send me a text message.
but he said that he knew, but she doesn't look like he knew because he said probably. So who's lying here? Did she ever tell him? I don't know.
I'll text her and I'll say like, "What are you up to?" And then she'll just text me, "Don't worry, be happy."
Stop. This man really said, hey, what are you up to? She went like, ha, don't worry, be happy. This man must have really, really liked her. For a girl to text me that, I would have been like, huh? Like, I could kind of think I would have to actually happen to me, but in my head, I can honestly think the response was like, like, I don't know about this chick, but that's crazy. Like, that's a crazy response if you think about it.
Weirdest response to that question
Yeah,
I've ever
exactly.
gotten.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
it happened more than once, so I'm like, okay, this is code for something.
Who wanted to get married more?
Fuck, that's messed up.
Probably.
Oh, who wanted to get
George.
married more?
He's more vocal about like what he
Oh,
wants
okay.
and desires and stuff.
She did.
I love how that's sometimes in relationships, right? It's like the miscues on that. It's like one will think they want to get married, the other was like, no, they want to get married more. But I love it though, because that just shows like they really think that they love each other enough that they both think they want to marry each other super bad. I think it's super cute. Nothing wrong with that.
I think she was really feeling that impulse faster.
She wants to get married more right now. For sure.
Oh, she's
It's
ready.
her.
She's ready. She's ready.
I always mention
at
to
least
her, I'm
she
like, can
knows.
we get married
She
now?
knows.
Like, do you want to get married tomorrow?
Who wanted to get married more?
Definitely him.
Definitely
my
me.
my boy. A lot of times I feel like in relationships, right, is I think like the guys will always say that they don't want to get married as quick. It's usually the girl that wants to get married, like, when are you gonna propose to me? Everyone's asking. My friend, she's getting married. It's like sometimes guys feel pressured, but I like the situation how he wanted to get married more. It's actually really cool because you rarely see that very often. So I love it. It's phenomenal in my opinion.
Kind of against the whole marriage as an institution type thing.
Why
Oh,
are
she's
you
all
getting
about that. Oh, yeah, I see
Because
that.
we see a future together.
Couldn't you do that without getting married?
Oh yeah,
So cute.
definitely we could do that without getting married.
Yeah.
But I like the symbolism of it.
It's kind of putting in writing,
I see.
something that I very much feel.
That's an interesting feeling. I love it.
So much in common. You can have sex with anybody, but being with your best friend.
That's deep. This is very, very true, everyone out there. You can have sex with anyone. Every night you can go somewhere out, have sex, yada yada, it's whatever. Do your things, maybe even handshake after it, never talk to each other again. But when you find someone, and Bean's getting a little deep on you guys, I'm sorry. When you find someone that you truly, truly have intimacy for, it's different. Sex isn't just sex anymore. It's like that's the person you love. That's the person you just want to hold. That's the person you want to see when you get off. So I love that she said that because it is very, very, very true.
Not something I've ever really experienced before.
The reason we're getting married is to protect our assets. We're old.
Have you ever doubted your relationship?
I love his answer. Like, it's very, like, just honest, straightforward. Like, hers is all deep and lovey-dovey. He's like, because we old, we need to protect our assets. Nothing else. Just straight, dry, and cut, straight to it. I love it.
Of course, I think that's pretty natural.
We kind of fight a lot. A couple
kinda
months ago,
fight
we
a
like
lot.
broke up for like a week.
I've definitely doubted our relationship.
I will be the one person to say this. My biggest thing, my biggest pet peeve in relationships that I absolutely hate, and all deep inside, and I personally cannot do it, is when you break up and you get back together like a week or 2 weeks later. Maybe not when I was younger, maybe, but I feel like I'm in the stage of my life, because I can't be going back and forth like that. First, it's emotionally draining, and it's just draining. It's just kind of like low-key when you're younger, maybe it was fine to do that. When you get older, it's like, why are we breaking up? Are we like, let's be adults, level head? Are we breaking up because we're not compatible? If we are, then that's it. That's it. There's not like a 2 weeks later I mess up. No, I don't believe in that. I don't know. I'm not judging if you do that. That's fine. I don't judge here. Bean does not judge anyone. I don't care. But I just don't believe in that. It's like if you end it, that is it. That is it. We decided we're not compatible. Now, if you're doing it out of an emotional spite, then that just means you're almost too immature to be in a relationship to begin with. So either or, I feel like there's valid answers why you shouldn't be doing that. That's just my opinion. If you do it, it's okay. I'm not judging. That's just the Bean's opinion.
I've definitely doubted our relationship.
Oh, okay, the
What do you think
doubting
he'll
part.
say?
Honestly, think he'll say no.
Yes,
Oh, he's
I've doubted
doubted
it
it.
a bunch
Okay.
of times. I've doubted
Way to be
myself in
honest,
it.
I love
I've
that.
doubted if
I love
I was
that.
actually in love. Maybe I was just infatuated.
I like
don't know.
that.
I
That's a
doubted
good
if she
answer.
was like.
I will say there is a difference between infatuation and love. Infatuation means like you're just like goo goo gaga, like oh she's pretty, and like you're just maybe into it. But love is like, man, when it's love, it's like love. It's so corny to say that, but you're just like, man, like whether we're fighting or hurting, I'll still be by your side. That's love. Love, it's easy to be when you're happy, but when you're down in the dumps, like you're hurting and you're like emotionally messed up. Love is being there for that person even when they're down, because it's hard to love that person when you're fighting. Maybe they said some rude things to you, but to still love that person, that's love. If you're saying, oh F that, I'm gonna go cheat, or I don't care anymore, I'm done with this relationship, that was just infatuation. That's Bean Dip's deep love advice for this video. Okay, no more today. I'm done with it. That's it. Thank you.
Ever gonna come around and like try to get on the same page as me?
Ooh.
Do you believe in soulmates?
Yes.
Oh.
Is he your soulmate?
Yes.
If I did believe in soulmates, yes, she would be my soulmate.
Oh, it's so cute.
But you don't believe in soulmates.
No, I don't. I don't believe
Oh,
in
okay. At least he's
I
real
believe in
about
the
it. At least he's real.
experience of soulmates.
I would really need him to explain that more, the experience of soulmates. Like, what are we talking about? What does that mean? I would love to hear him to elaborate on it. It doesn't seem like he is, but I'm curious on what that means.
There's one person out of the many billions on this planet. I don't ascribe to that. I think
Yeah,
just
see,
kind
that's
of
pretty deep. deep. Yeah,
princess thinking.
I
It's not something
believe
would
with
teach
him
my
on that.
kids, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Soulmates
believe
are
with him
real.
in that,
Only
honestly.
Depend on that. That's fact.
He like
have
put it
multiple soulmates.
good
Is
reasoning
he
behind
one of
that.
your many soulmates?
Definitely.
Me and
Aww.
Desi get it. We never stay mad at each other longer than a couple hours. It's always
good.
over
I love it.
fast. We have
I
these
love
long
it.
conversations about anything. Some
I
of these
love it.
conversations I can't even have with family members.
I feel like that's another important part. It's like when you really with somebody that's like your person, you should be able to have conversation with that person that honestly maybe you can't even have with your parents or your brothers and sisters, just because like it's that love at that point. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'm being cheesy and corny, but I kind of believe with him in that too. It doesn't have to be everyone's belief. You don't have to believe in. That's just, I believe with him also. All right, you guys, that is gonna do it for engaged couples reveal their doubts about marriage. I actually love this video so much. It was really just, I don't know, it made me really think about relationships in general, marriage, all that stuff. I really hope you guys maybe took something away, thought about yourself. Let me know some things you might have thought about it. Okay, if you did like this video, please hit that like button. It helps my channel so much. Also, like I said previously, comment your favorite part of like maybe what made you think about relationships or even marriage. And if the subscribe button is still red, hit it, make it white and great. I appreciate it. It helps my channel so much. We're on the road to 2,000. We're almost there. I love it. Yeah. Oh, that was kind of like, but yeah. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate your boy being dip. I'm out. This is bye.